Hey everybody, my name is Star Lachey. So this video today is going to be how to do you a minimal, basic baddie, basic makeup look. So if you don't really know what you're doing and you're trying to figure out how to get into the makeup, don't worry, I don't use a whole bunch of products and I'm gonna show you how you can do your makeup too. And in fact, you can do this look. It's very low maintenance, very easy. So if you got time, I want you to grab your makeup, I want you to grab everything you need, and I want you to practice while I'm doing this. And if not, take some notes. I'll link the products below that I'm using and everything that I have so that you can get it too. But girl, you got this. Let's get started. So the very first step is going to be making sure your eyebrows are clean up. So you're gonna take a razor. You can really just get any razor, honestly, and just kind of, brush it out, but really just make sure, it's cleaned up, so that when you are drawing your eyebrows in and everything, is not all this hair and stuff just out there. So I did do this pretty much before I came on the camera, but I just want to show you guys, like, this is something that you could use. It's like 99¢ at the beauty supply store, or you can go get your eyebrows done, whatever works best for you. Second thing you're going to want to do is prep your face. So you always prep your face based on your skin type. So I pretty much have dry kind of skin. I don't really have oily skin, but my skin isn't so dry that I got to put a bunch of stuff on it. So what I usually do is I spray my face with toner. This was from Angel Light Cosmetics, but I used all of my product, and so it's on the way right now. But I did fill this with toner, and then I also used this baby skin from Maybelline. So I like to use those things for my face. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and spray it. All right, and so you're just gonna wanna pat it in your face. Just pat that thing, and pat it everywhere. It's gonna help make your makeup look super smooth. So then I'm gonna take my baby skin from Maybelline and I'm gonna put it in my hand. So you don't have to put a whole lot, because honestly the way that this feels is super kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like something, so just don't put an entire lot on your face, but just make sure you moisturize it, put it in, and this helps with your makeup, so it's gonna help it go on super smooth. All right, so for eyebrows, so what you're gonna want to do is brush them in the direction you kind of want them to go. So for this look, because we're doing a very simple, baddie bae look, we don't need to do like the most. We're just gonna like gently fill it in the shape that it kind of like already is in. And I'm using a e.l.f. Cosmetics, I believe this is e.l.f., or I'm sorry, a Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. So this is almost gone, but this is how pretty much the eyebrows look. So you don't have to do like a whole lot, especially for the kind of look that we're doing. You want to keep it pretty simple, you want to keep it pretty basic. To outline your eyebrows, you're also always gonna want to use a flat brush. A flat brush is super helpful. I love using a flat brush. So we will be using e.l.f. Camo Concealer to outline my brows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the concealer on the flat brush and just make sure, it's not a whole bunch on there, because what you don't want is it to be like super, like, big and stuff like that. You don't want that. All right, so you just kind of want to follow the line of your eyebrows. So then I'm going to take this same flat brush and I'm going to do it to the next eyebrow as well. So for the top of the eyebrows, you usually want to use the color closest to your skin tone, but because I don't really have foundation that's closest to my or concealer closest to my skin tone, I'm going to be using Maybelline New York. This one I believe is the Super Stay, Maybelline Super Stay, and so I'll be using this one. This one is like the closest to my skin tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on my hand, and I'm just going to take this exact same flat brush and I'm just going to outline the top of my brows. So the reason I do this is because, one, I don't really like e.l.f. Camo Concealer. That concealer is super, it really spreads like When I tell you that concealer spread, it spread. And so what you don't want is an entirely white top part of your face. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a blending brush. I got this brush set. It was actually a gift given to me from Amazon from one of my friends. And so I'm just going to take it, and you're just gonna wanna kind of take the concealer and drag it down to the eyebrow or to your eyelids as far as it can go. So I didn't really put that much, but you just want to bring it up at the top as far as it can be. And then as you can see, like, the benefit of using a color closest to your skin tone, because it like blends in like much better. It doesn't really look like, you know, you did a whole lot to kind of like make it work. It kind of just worked. All right, so you just want to blend. And then for the beginning, so if you have eyebrow hair up here, you're just gonna want to kind of like push it out and make sure it like comes out as much as possible. I have this Rimmel matte concealer, and I'm just gonna put a small amount on my eyelids, and I mean a literal small amount, because this is going to basically act as a base for my eyeshadow palette I'm about to use. You don't ever want to put like a whole bunch, but this is also matte concealer, so it'll work really well. You're gonna take your eyeshadow palette. Mine is gonna be from Angel Light Cosmetics. I vouch for this business, not because I like my friend. I actually like her products. They're really good. So I'm going to be using my palette from Angel Light Cosmetics. And for basic bae baddie colors, these are the kind of colors you're going to want to use. You're going to want to use like your dark browns and like these 3 colors. I will also recommend like using a black as well, but I don't really have a black. We'll be going in with eyeliner, but I will show you guys. I'm going to take my brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to use it to go ahead and use this orange color to kind of like outline my right above my waterline. So the reason I'm using this is because I'm kind of trying to do like a smoky kind of look, and I want it to like really kind of like gradiently transition in together. So that's something I'm looking for with this color. So you're just gonna want to do it all the way around. You don't have to put like a whole lot, but I know that I'm like looking for mainly that kind of color. Next, I'm going to take this darkest brown shade, and I'm just going to kind of like put this all over my eyelid. So this brown isn't like super dark, so it'll kind of work with what I'm trying to do. But if you take a look at it, like, this is how it looks. And so we want to have a smoky look. We want to have a look like, okay, we're going somewhere. You kind of want to have some eyes that look like, you know, irresistible in a way. And so that's the look that we're going for. So I'm just trying to build on top of build on top. Everything is pretty much just a matter of blend. So I'm going to take this brush also from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to blend, 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 and blend. And it's really no perfect order or way to blend, to be honest. You just kind of gotta do it like circular motion, back and forth, you know, just spread it out so that it's not super like all the way kicked up. So the next thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to take my eyeliner. So instead of like making wing eyeliner, I'm going to shoot for just like the regular like little line right here. All right, And then we're gonna go to the next eye. All right. Okay. So this is the look here. This is the eyeshadow, this is the liner, and these are the brows so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put on our lashes. All right, so our lashes today are sponsored by Girls Start Over, where we empower women to live new lives and to look good doing it too. So these are the lashes that I will be using today, and this is our signature style basic bae, and if you want to purchase them, you can head over to our website. But this is what we're going to put on our eyes. You have a very subtle look. You don't want to have super long lashes because it kind of take away from the entire look being subtle. Now if you want kind of like a cut crease and you're looking for a more dramatic effect, then you may use bigger lashes. But for this look, we're going for subtle, we're going for a basic baddie, like we're going for that little cute look. So we're going to keep it small and we're going to keep it simple with the lashes that we do have. So I'm going to take our lashes and I'm going to take our Duo glue. For glue, I do recommend Duo Quick Set. This isn't Duo Quick Set because when I had bought lash glue at whatever time I bought it, they didn't have it. So I settled for this one. And baby, we're gonna keep using it until it's over. So we're just gonna go ahead and gently put it around the lash line. So you never really wanna put glue on the lashes themselves because it'll kind of like alter, you know, how the lashes look. So obviously accidents happen, but you can pretty much like settle that as for the goal. All right, so this is how like it should look. So you're gonna wanna let it dry for at least about 30 seconds, but just let it dry up some. Don't let it dry up all the way. You wanna do it kind of while it's wet so that it kind of like functions with your eye, because you don't want it to get too like messed up, but you wanna keep doing it. All right, so now we're gonna take the lash and we're going to put it on our eyes. So I also recommend putting on, like mascara, but I don't have mascara right now, so I just popped this on like this because I don't even remember why I don't have mascara, but this is how you put lashes on. All right, so I use my hands. Obviously you could use tweezers, you could use anything that would be helpful to you to put on your lashes, but for me, like, this is just what I use. So I think I let my front get a little too dry because it's a little clear when I put it on. All right. All right, so these are our lashes. So as you can see, I got a little down here, a little glue. So you're gonna wanna, like, if you get glue on your lashes, you're gonna wanna peel that off and just take it off. And this is why I put on lashes and eyeshadow and all this stuff first before I do foundation, because imagine me setting my whole entire face and then I messed up here. That would be terrible. So this is the beginning. For foundation, I got ilmakiage. So I'm actually gonna end up chopping this video up and putting it in another video for a review. But I have tried this video on, I'm gonna link my TikTok to show you guys how it look on TikTok. But I don't like this foundation all the way. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's not full coverage, and I think maybe I want a full coverage lash. I do like, or a full coverage foundation, I'm talking about a lash, but I didn't like that it's so like moist, and like I don't like that. I like matte makeup. But I did like their website. Their website was super bomb because they gave me the right shade. That part, they was right on. They had me submit a picture, I think even scanned my face, and that part was correct. So my shade is not the problem. It's just the quality of the foundation itself, especially for $47. I just feel cheated in a way, but we're gonna go ahead and use it. We might even go ahead and use this as well, because the quality of our face is really gonna be the thing that matters. So for this part of my face is like 2 different shades, but for this part of my face, we're gonna go ahead and use the ilmakiage, and I want to show you guys how this foundation is. If you have dry skin and it's not really getting hot anymore, I would wear it. But if you are somebody that likes that full quality or full coverage, you kind of don't get it, but it's cute. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of how it pans out, as you can see. So I'm using a brush. The reason I like using brushes, you do have to use beauty blenders, but the reason I like using a brush is because it's spread product, beauty blender, soak up product. So just always remember that. So you could be using a full coverage foundation with a beauty blender, and sometimes it don't look as good as it could because it's designed to soak up the product and pretty much take it away. So here's how it looks down here. I don't hate it, but I just feel like this is not full coverage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build up on this foundation. So you can like build on foundation after you blend once, you know, you can add more. That's one way to like build up your foundation coverage. But as far as feel, I don't know, I don't like that feel. It gives me that e.l.f. camo concealer feel. And obviously y'all may use the products because I already bought them. And so, but it just gives me that same type of feel, and I don't like how that stuff feels, to be honest. It just is super moist. I feel like it's going to slide off any given minute, and you really can't trust it. So now I'm not really putting makeup right here on the side of my nose because I did just get my piercing not that long ago, and so I gotta pretty much maintain my piercing. All right, so for the top of my forehead, I will be using this type of this shade. As you can see, this shade is like slightly darker, but I like this shade. This is the shade I used for my eyebrows, but I like this shade a lot because it's just darker, and that's just pretty much what I like love about it. And so for this, I'm going to go ahead and take a piece of the beauty blender, yes y'all, and I'm just kind of gonna like blend it in up here. So you don't have to do like a you don't have to do a whole lot, honestly. You don't have to do a whole lot for that up there. So this is the foundation. This is just foundation by itself. No concealer yet. This is just the foundation itself, ilmakiage and Maybelline. And so this is my face, and so we're going to go ahead and go in and begin to highlight, and then we're going to contour. The reason you kind of want to highlight first is because you don't know if you're gonna mess up, and so if something goes wrong, you can kind of shield it with the contour. But if you contour first and then highlight, it's like it doesn't work. All right, we're going to use this Rimmel matte concealer that we did use to prime my lids with, and the reason I like using this one is because it's matte and it's going to like literally stay on my face. So I love that. And then we're just gonna do right here too. So you get to determine where you pretty much want like your highlight. You get to determine that. You're the person, it's your face, like you determine it. But I don't like highlight like all over the place. You can highlight down here too, but I will only highlight there if I have something like super to the color of my skin. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to take our Real Techniques brush and we're going to blend concealer. You got to blend that in like super quick. Like that's not even the kind of stuff you play with, because if you don't blend it in quick enough, what'll happen is it actually will leave a very intense raw line in the middle of wherever you put it on. And so you gotta like kind of move with the quickness with blending, that kind of stuff. So it don't take a lot, but you know, just make sure you do it right. All right, so just blending. So I'm doing this in real time. I'm not gonna speed up the video because y'all, my kids are laying down. They're being quiet, which never happens, but they're being quiet. My daughter's being very respectful. I did ask her, you know, to sit down so I could record, and she was like, okay, mom. So I'm like, thank you, Jesus, for a kid, a baby that listens and respects mommy. So shout out to Ava, for real. All right, now I'm gonna go in with another brush, and we're just gonna really make sure this is like blended as best as possible, because we don't want this to not be blended. So just, you know, kind of go in and make sure you did everything you could for your blending process, and just kind of we'll wait and see. All right, so the next part is going to be contouring. So for contour, I use Maybelline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. The reason I use this is because it was on sale one day. I don't have a deep reason why I use this, but I do like it. It was on sale for like $2 or something at the time, which never happens. And it was from Walgreens, which also never happens. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take here at the side of your face, and you're going to drag it pretty much like down. So that is how I contour. All right, so that's how I contour my nose. And then like if you wanted to do it up on your head, this is the way you would do it as well. So the idea for contour is to get a slim, slender looking face. Like that's the entire point of you contouring. That's the goal that you want to achieve. So you don't want it to be a line, but you also don't want it to be like, you know, super like, you know, not contoured, if that makes any sense. So just go ahead and like look and see how I do. But this is how I contour. This is what contour like for me looks like. I'm gonna take this Real Techniques brush, and I'm kind of just going to begin to blend that thing out. Yes. So we're going to blend it out all the way from like up here to here. Do I mind this contour right now? I don't mind this contour at all. I like it. It doesn't look super liney how it could look. Like it could look like I got on a literal line on my face. So it could look worse, but I like the way that it looks right now. So we're going to just kind of keep dragging down and blending, because that's what the contour is. You want to drag it down and you're going to want to blend. I'm going to add a little highlight in the brow of my nose, and then we're going to take a small brush and we're just going to kind of like, you know, blend it out, because there's really nothing we can do honestly, but just make sure this thing is really snatched out. So now we're going to add a little bit of, we're gonna call it blush, but we're really just going to use the eyeshadow palette, and we're just going to activate it here. We're gonna do a little bit of this orangey color and even maybe a little bit of pink, and we're just going to kind of like, you know, right here where you know, everything kind of just went south a little. We're just gonna put it here and we're gonna bring it in, so kind of like where we contoured, and we're gonna like put in some blush and make it look super nice. So it's gonna look really good. And so then we're gonna just take this brush, this little clean brush, and just kind of, you know, brush it off and make it look like super nice. So I've wiped every single thing off my lips. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get ready to outline my lips. So I'm going to also use my eyebrow pencil, but I'm also going to use, as part of this palette, from Angel Cosmetics. So generally you can outline with a darker lip, but once again, I use what I got. Like, I don't know, if I don't got it, like, I'm not using it right now. Like, I'll get it later. So I actually did buy some of a lip liner from the beauty supply store, but I can't even find it. Like, that's really crazy, because I don't think I've seen me paying $20 on a lip liner. Don't think that one's in the cards for me, baby. Unless it's from Chanel. I think I'm gonna buy me some Chanel makeup also. All right, so now that I got my lips outlined, we're going to take this. It's like some matte lipstick. We're just gonna take a little, and we're out to put it here. And then we're gonna take a little bit of this, because this is some concealer. It's like super white, but it'll act matte. All right, so then next we're going to take our lip shell from the beauty supply store too, y'all. Honestly, it's no secret. And put it on. And this is my baddie look. So let me take my hair out and then show you guys how it looks. Okay guys, so this is the final look. If you're looking how to be a baddie, super quick, keep watching because this thing is fire. But no, on a serious note guys, let me know what you guys think. I love this look. I think it was very low maintenance. I think it was very easy to achieve, and this video was recorded in real time. So if you have time, I think you can do it too. But remember to shop Girl Start Over, empowering women to start new lives and look good doing it too. So you guys have a blessed day, and catch me on Facebook, y'all, because that's really where I be at. I'm not one of them Instagram people. I really be on Facebook. Facebook name Starless Shay, and interact with me, y'all. So okay, bye.